Barrage, you there?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Where you from?
What's going on, brother?
Hey, look. I want to call you brother, but I know you probably wouldn't,
Where you
consider me to
from?
be your brother since I'm African.
Where you
From
from?
Niger, from Niger.
You from Niger?
Yes, sir.
Are
West
you born in
Africa.
the USA?
Yes, I was.
Okay, cool. For purposes of this conversation, I'll talk to you like you my brother. What's going on?
Gotcha. Hey, but like, what is the lately? I've been seeing division within, within the black community. I just couldn't understand it. What is the problem? Well, what gets to that point
What's
to
your
begin with?
ethnicity? What tribe you
I'm
from?
a Hausa. I'm a Hausa.
You Hausa?
Yes, sir.
You said what's the issue?
Like, how do we got to this point?
So you think Black Americans are divisive?
Well, look, don't put word in my mouth. Basically, what
You
I'm
said you've
asking,
been
I'm
seeing a lot
asking
of
Africa.
division, and it sounded like you was
Yeah,
saying that
but,
it's
no-
coming from
but
our end.
no, I mean, it's coming from anybody. We got to take accountability to talk to each one. Each group individually.
Oh,
What?
so you one of
Why
those. You
are
want to
we
put the
be?
blame on both sides instead of
Uh,
telling the truth that these foreigners are a problem and they're disrespectful to us in our own country after all we've done for them. Let's be honest here. If we're gonna take accountability, be honest. I'm pretty sure you know some Africans that can't stand Black Americans. I bet you.
I'm
I
not
bet you
around
you've
those.
heard things like
N-
stay away from Black Americans. I
I'm
bet
not.
you've heard things
I,
like Akata, Jareer, Baby Mama, EBT, government assistance, Section 8. I know you've heard it all. I bet you know all the stereotypes yourself,
uh,
even if you don't use them.
no, no. So let's break something down real quick.
Oh, well,
The
can you address
Jared
what I
word
said?
is
Am I
no,
lying?
no, no,
Am I
no, no,
lying?
no. Actually, I say I'm not around those people. But if you allow me to speak,
But
I'll
you know
just say
those
something,
types of
right?
people. You've heard those
No,
things coming from your
no,
community,
no.
right?
No. In every community,
We're not talking
or
about every
every
community.
look,
We're talking
Niger.
about
To
in
be
the
to be
African
honest, Hausa, Niger.
community. We're
We
talking
don't real.
about throughout the diaspora. We ain't talking about
There
European.
are absolutely
This is
horrible
a quote
people.
unquote black
There are
conversation.
absolutely horrible.
So you have heard it and you think it's horrible.
Absolutely. I think I think I
Good, because
think they
we
are
agree.
those kind of people in African culture. Gotcha. All right, but can I respond to something real quick? You
Hold on.
mentioned
Let's
something
try
as as
hold
far
on.
as
Let's
like
try to stay on
a
course.
Jere.
Hold on. Let's listen. We don't got to
No,
speed about this thing.
you
Hold
asked me
on.
a
Hold on.
question.
Listen. We don't got to rush because it's certain things that you need to understand. Okay. See, in order to solve an issue, you got to actually get to the root of the issue, right? Now,
That's what I'm
I
asking.
said I spoke on disrespect. You acknowledged it. So I want you to understand this about that same disrespect. I won't even go into
It's
all the things we've done. Hold on. I won't even go into the things that all the things we've done to be for them to have here and have all the opportunity they have. Okay? I won't even go there. It's a waste of breath. I'm gonna get right to it. These foreigners have been disrespecting us in our own country for years. It's one thing to do it behind closed doors when these honkies don't hear you, but it's another thing to do it publicly, sitting up on social media, bashing melanated people for years on end. I could pull up tweets right now from 2011, 2012, Nigerians calling us Akatas on Twitter. You can't pull up no tweets of no Black Americans doing that in 2012, 2011, 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16, etc., etc. We
Hey,
don't
let
sit
me
up
be
online
honest.
and denigrate melanated people. We are the pinnacle of unity. Y'all can't try to put the blame on both sides. That's the first thing I wanted to address. You can't come in here pointing at your finger saying we being divisive. What you seeing is us defending ourselves and defending our lineage from people who have invaded our country and don't mean us no well, who also try to steal our identity and our political power and our place in society at the same time while cosplaying as
Look,
us.
look, look. Here's the
You
thing.
don't
Look,
understand how
I
disrespectful
think.
that is because you're not one of us. You're
Look,
on the outside looking in. This is
look.
why you
I
see
thank
us
you
putting
for
belt to
bringing me.
ass belt the flip flops, belt the people homelands, and belt to they flip flops. Did I say flip flops? Belt ass.
On your
That's
panel,
why.
but look, I think. Shit. Okay.
Go ahead.
Look, I thank you for
That's
bringing
why
me
you
on your
seeing what
panel.
you seeing, and
Obviously,
it ain't no fixing it. To answer your question, it's up for life. We don't want to unite with y'all. Y'all been here 60 some years and still ain't united with us yet. Now go ahead.
gotcha. Look, um, I think if you look at the problem we have in the United States of America, actually, there is a problem. There is white supremacist problem that not just Black Americans facing in America, but the entirety of the world. You guys cannot fight that problem by yourself. Just for, just in order. I mean, just I'm talking about like just use your logic to think about what's how the world operates. Just in order for you to fight a fight to win, you need to have allies. Even if you don't like those allies, you need to make them your allies to fight the fight, right? There is saying the enemy of your enemy is your friend. If you don't like the Africans, cool. Don't worry about it. I mean, isn't it last year or 2 years ago we were all screaming Black Lives Matter on the street, whatever, whatnot? We have a problem. And then you guys, instead of facing those problems, you guys just put in division within the whole community, the whole diaspora. We don't want to see that. That's not what we. I mean, look, if you want to cry about Africans calling you
Don't you
certain,
bring that crying
names,
shit to
whatever,
me when you
whatnot.
fled to
No,
our country. I don't mind letting you speak, but don't bring that pussy shit to me.
uh,
Y'all ran to our country. Nobody cries more than an immigrant. Y'all got a sob story for every reason you hear. Don't you ever fix your mouth
I
to say
don't,
we cry about
I
shit.
don't,
You can
I
continue,
don't
but
think.
don't be passive aggressive up here. I peep that.
But but here's the thing. I don't think we cry about things because let me tell you something. When my father come to America, he comes absolutely with nothing, and what he makes I mean, from the time he got here, comes in America with nothing to what he is now. I don't think he's the kind of guy to sit and cry about something. He makes something happen. That's the kind of father my father
So
is.
are you
But
trying
you
to
want to
imply that
late?
Black Americans don't make something of themselves?
Oh my God! See this? That's the problem. I'm saying something. You just ask me a question. I'm replying to. I'm saying something, but now you want to just make it as an
Because
insult.
it seemed like you
No,
implying something. I really
no,
want you to get to the
no,
point. You're
no.
really
I'm
long
not
winded.
implying nothing. I'm not implying nothing. You just said we
Finish your
cry
sentence. Go
about
ahead, land your
shit.
plane. Because you saying a
You just said
lot.
we. No, you just said we cry about things. I'm telling you, the kind of house I came from, we don't cry about nothing. We get
Listen, I don't care about your
whatever.
anecdotal
I
experience
got
as
you.
a listen. Your family still had to flee here.
No, my family
That's
did
the
not
part you
flee.
don't understand. Your family fled here.
My
Y'all
family
not
did
living
not.
in Niger for a reason. There's a reason why
My,
you're not there.
I don't know if you heard my accent, but I was raised in Niger. Go ahead. What you wanna say?
It's a third world country. So let's not act like
Okay.
I'm not gonna act like every part of it is poor and destitute. But let's be honest about this. Let's get to the root of success. Okay? The reason why your family can come
Okay.
here, your reason why your family can come here and America pay for your passport and pay for your plane tickets to get here because y'all can't even afford that, let's be honest. Then when y'all get here, how you get on all type of government assistance,
Did you
food,
just say we
housing, subsidized child
for a
care. Hold on.
passport
Let's be
and
honest. Y'all
flight?
not coming here with no money. You just said your people came here for nothing. I know how you got here. If you didn't come here on an inner tube, then you came here on an airplane and our country paid for it. Let's just be honest. Okay? The reason why your family could come here and have success is because of Black Americans. That's why we will not be disrespected by you people. We literally paved the way for y'all to be able to come here. Let's get to the root of success. Let's get to the root of your success. Think of all the things you have in this country because you claim you doing well. You're welcome. My people unalive for that. Got bit by dogs for that. Hit with fire hoses for that. Your family didn't go through none of that shit. And you talking to me about
Can we,
unity?
hey,
Time
can we talk
out. One,
about
none of
civil?
your
Can we,
ancestors during the civil rights movement. Y'all weren't marching. Y'all weren't protesting for
no,
shit.
are you kidding me?
Malcolm X went over there and y'all didn't even help the man. let's not even talk about unity. Okay? Let's
You know
not talk
what,
about
Malcolm?
unity. Okay? No, let's be honest. Our unity is the reason why you and your family here doing well. That's real unity. The
You
Immigration
want
and
to talk about
Nationality
Malcolm?
Act
You
of
want to talk about Malcolm X?
1965.
Malcolm X grandma is
That's
African.
unity.
You know that, right?
What?
You want to talk about Malcolm X? Malcolm X grandma is African, Nigerian,
No, she's
from
not.
Nigeria. No,
He
she
no,
is.
he's
Look at that
his
up.
no, that's not
No, look at
true.
that up. No, she is.
That's
Look
not
at that up.
true. His daddy was a black American and his
That is
mom
not
was
true.
half white and half Caribbean.
Oh my God. You
Look
guys are
into
not
it.
reasonable at
He's not
all.
African at all. That man is not African. How am I not being reasonable?
Okay,
But anyway, listen. No. Let's talk about unity. Because listen,
it was F Caribbeans. Now
Barrage,
she is Caribbean.
Barrage, you
Why
over talking
would
me
you?
because you getting cooked, and that ain't cool. So you trying to stop my flow.
I got
And
you.
I don't even want to get
So
stuck on Malcolm
think
X
I'm getting
because
cooked
listen,
now?
if you don't believe what I'm saying, bro, just go Google it. The UN denied helping him when he went over to Africa. So when you talk about unity, let's talk
You
about
said
the root. No. Let's talk about the root of unity.
you say the UN did
I'm
not
talking
help
about the
him
root
when he went
of
to
unity.
Africa? No,
Yes.
I
Do you
just
even
want to
know that
understand
that
what you're saying.
he went to
So
Africa and met with leaders from different nations, trying to get help for us and our lineage here in America, and they refused to help him. They wanted to focus on their own fight because they were trying to come from up under colonialism. This the
hey,
1960s.
do you know what a UN? Do you know what a UN is? I'm not trying to,
The United Nations.
okay, gotcha. Is that Africa or is the entirety of the world?
If you know
Honest
what it
question.
is, then you know what it is. That's one of the highest fucking international courts.
Gotcha. But
Things
that's
in the
not
land.
Africa, right?
You hear me? In the
But
world.
that's not Africa. That's not okay. That's the word. That's not Africa, right?
Ghana just went to them and just got
Oh my God.
the transatlantic slave trade, known as the
Do
great
you want to be
family of
reasonable?
humanity, and y'all acted like
Do you want
Jesus
to
just came back.
do you want to
So
be
don't try to act
reasonable
like the
with me
UN
so
is
we can have
nothing
a
now.
conversation,
Because
or you want to?
Ghana just went to the UN trying to get reparations. Don't try to minimize the UN when y'all begging them for reparations, motherfucker. You ain't gonna do that one. Don't try to act like the UN is peanuts when you ran to them to get your money and got denied by the United States.
Look,
You
I
motherfuckers
just want
sold
to.
slaves. You won't get a penny. So y'all can kiss that shit
Well,
goodbye. Motherfuckers give all y'all
well,
countries hundreds of million
well,
dollars a year.
fortunately,
Y'all getting y'all
fortunately, I'll tell
reparations
you.
already. But
Well,
anyway,
fortunately,
let's
I'll
talk
tell you.
about unity. Because you want to preach unity.
Actually,
No. Let's talk about
look,
unity.
look.
Hey,
I think Africa is
Do you
fortunate
see this
enough
prompt right here on the screen?
as African born in America.
No.
I'll tell
Let's
you
talk
this:
about unity.
the
Because you
world
brought
did
up
not
George
have.
Floyd, and we're not trying to hear that. Black Lives Matter was owned by some white tea people that had Caribbeans on the seats as the faces. Okay, Black Lives Matter turned into All Lives Matter, turns into Trans Lives Matter, turns into White Lives Matter, turns into a democratic motherfucking organization, and then the people getting caught stealing money. We don't take that shit serious. Miss us with that. And to be honest, we was gonna get that shit done whether y'all came or not. If that sound ungrateful, that's just too bad. When we want to get something done, we get something done. No.
But you
Listen,
just keep talking. You don't
when we want to
what
get something done, we get it done. We not like y'all. Matter of fact, speaking of getting
Gotcha.
shit done without y'all, let's talk about civil rights. Let's talk about civil
Okay.
rights. Y'all
Let's
wasn't
talk
over
about
here
it.
fighting with us for civil rights. Y'all wasn't over here fighting, and before that, y'all weren't in none of these wars. None of y'all
You don't
family
think there
members
is?
unalived in none of the 38 wars that our people fought in.
Well,
It took a
well, I mean,
ain't none of y'all
I mean,
related
you're
to all the
right.
black men and women who was lynched, who had shit stolen from them, financial wealth.
There
The women
aren't
who was
any
sexually
African
abused.
descent.
None of your ancestors were slaves,
There aren't
boy.
any
Not in this
African
country.
descent.
No, not in this country. We went through a whole lot to get our freedom and paved the way for y'all, and we're not gonna let y'all disrespect us. But let's talk about unity. This African girl right here, let's talk about unity. Because unity means that both of our communities gotta work together to get ahead, right? Okay, let's talk about unity. This young girl right here was 16 years old. She immigrated to America from the Democratic Republic of Congo to North Carolina. She got found lynched in the back of a fucking church. And her death, We Love TikTok Shop, it was written off. It was written off as foul play. But I know what happened. The white supremacists know what happened. Even you Africans know what happened. The whole world know what happened. But they're not gonna say it. They love to let people wander. They get off on that. The white supremacists love thinking people don't fucking get it. They love feeling like they smarter than everybody. That's why they get away with shit, and there's never an explanation. They want you to be mad about that kind of shit for the rest of your life. But you gotta keep fighting, because after one shit happens, it's gonna be another. When it rains, it pours. See, you don't understand what it takes to be a black American. Ooh, shit, I'm in my bag now. Listen, belt ass. What do you Africans plan on doing about her death? What are you doing about fighting that white supremacy? Because that's what we do. I talk about this shit more than you do. And she wasn't the only one. They're lynching Africans too.
Hey.
Keep tapping the screen, y'all.
You know what I was raised?
No. Let's talk about this. What have y'all done for her?
No, do you know what I
haven't even seen a GoFundMe.
I was raised in Niger. I don't know if you know about Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso today. We're doing something that not an African country.
You just brought up Burkina Faso, and I just told you that a girl, Burkina Faso don't got nothing to do with what I just said. Felt the forehead. Now you confused.
No, actually, it's the.
Now that's the buckle. That was the buckle. Put your arm down. Belt the flip flops. Belt the ass. You done. You got cooked. I will not let you disrespect this little girl. I asked you what you came up here preaching unity. Now we got to the point of the conversation where shit gets real and you gotta prove that you loyal. Unity means you gotta be loyal to us. And we gotta be loyal to you. Right? How can we unify if there's no loyalty? Loyalty is love, where I come from. You want to show somebody you really love them? Be loyal to them. Through all the ups and downs. That's how we rock it. When we making these kind of deals with people, bitch, you better be solid. And y'all too faulty. We see how you moving. You really an opportunist. I just told you that this little girl got unalived and found lynched. Got found behind a church. Asked you what y'all was going to do about that. You know, how is the African community planning on going about fighting this here injustice? And nothing. He brought up Burkina Faso. Of all things. He doesn't give a fuck about this little girl. I'm disgusted by what they did to her. We delineating, but this is disgusting. And unfortunately, when lynchings happen in this country, I have to really talk about it because there's a trend of this shit going on. So I have to keep covering it. I don't like it. It's been an uptick in these things and all these white supremacists harming our children. Some of them children don't be FBA. A lot of them don't. This shit is starting to happen to them in America, family. Think about it. Have y'all ever heard of an African getting strange fruited? No. That doesn't really happen in this country, right? Right? Well, the Caribbean guys, that doesn't really happen to them, right? We love TikTok Shop, let's be honest. But there's an uptick in it happening because they love white people. They put themselves in these situations where these people trust them, where they feel like they can trust them, and the whole time they playing them. I think a lot of these times that this shit happens, that they know these people that do it to them. I don't think white people just running up on people, snatching them and doing this. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure some of that shit happened too, but I think the majority of this shit happens because they kicking it with them. And they need to teach their people to stay away from them. That's the best advice I can give you, Tethers. Keep your children away from white people. That's all I'll tell you. Other than that, we're delineating. Stay away. Stay away from them. They don't mean you no good. But you keep moving how you moving. Y'all know everything. But don't come cry to us when they put belt to your flip-flops. He's like the 6th, 7th person I asked about this little girl. And none of them care, except for one. It was one girl who cared. Grown-ass man deflecting like a female. That tells you how feminine he is. Men with balls don't gotta deflect when they get asked a question. You could just answer it directly. He's a little boy. You know these tethers coming together and we're gonna go to FBA Reds live. I hope he wasn't one of y'all that y'all sent, because he did terrible. You gotta send your best if you're gonna send him over here. If you shoot, don't miss, motherfucker. Uncle Elroy.
What's going on, Lord?
I'm not a lord. What I tell you about all this jail babble shit? You're not in prison anymore, damn it.
What's
Microwave tether?